I have to admit, I love channeling my inner cowgirl from time to time by throwing in some Western wear in my style. But how do you do that with ease and being completely stylish? Well, you've come to the right place because today on this episode, I'm going to talk about the top 10 ways and items you can use to interject Western wear into your very own style. But you know the drill. You're going to have to stick around to find out. Welcome to Waist Up Wardrobe. I'm Christine Vartanian, a civil engineer and attorney turned personal style expert and image consultant. As the founder of Jade for All Seasons, I am passionate about unveiling the inner confidence of my clients by developing their personal style. But is getting dressed up still important in our virtual world? Well, that's where my experience can help with what I call Waist Up Wardrobe. Waist Up Wardrobe is a podcast for all things you need to conduct an outstanding Zoom meeting. It's about how to dress for the camera, but it's not just about the clothes. It's about everything you need to know to show up on brand and professionally for the camera. Join me in the Waist Up Wardrobe studio to discuss how to navigate this virtual world and dominate from behind the desk. Hello, Virtual Nation. Thank you for joining us for yet another episode of Waist Up Wardrobe. Today, we're going to be talking about a fun style topic, which is how do you interject Western wear into your wardrobe with ease and really staying true to your signature style, if that was something you wanted to do, and have fun doing it. But before I get started, I want to say thank you for joining us for another episode of Waist Up Wardrobe. We're so grateful that you're here. We're so grateful that you're part of this community. And I also want to say a big thank you to my awesome producer, Rick Moscoso, who's always in the production room. And today I asked him, are you going to get on the show to talk about Western wear? And he said, God, no, I'm not going to talk about cowboy attire. He goes, the closest thing I come to cowboy is my guitar hanging in the background. And I said, you know what? That's good enough. So thank you for being there, Rick, and always making the show go around, and for sometimes making those appearances on the show, even when I surprise you and catch you off guard. Anyway, also know that we are on so many different platforms. We're on iTunes, where you can just listen to us if you're taking a walk along the beach or a run. And you can rate us and review us on iTunes as well. And we are on Facebook every Thursday at 11:30 live, where we bring you a new fresh show about entrepreneurship or how to dress or style or fashion, the Waist Up Wardrobe world, how to show up on camera, really how to really brand your business in every single way, whether it's your image or the way you're showing up on camera, or even your mindset in business. So we really trying to cover every angle of being a person in business and an entrepreneur. So subscribe to us too on YouTube. We're on YouTube. The show lives there, so you could go and listen to the replay there or listen to it on Facebook. But I'm just going to go ahead and get started, because we have a lot of cool things to consider when it comes to channeling that sort of cowgirl, cowboy feel and vibe in your wardrobe. And so the first thing I want to say is, like, why does that even matter? Does everybody have to have a little bit of girl or cowboy in them? And I'm like, no, but it's really fun. And it is on trend these days to have a little bit of Western flair in your wardrobe. You're going to see so many great Western boots and so many different textures and colors that you can incorporate into your wardrobe. And wouldn't you want to know how to wear those? Of course you would. If you really liked it, how would you wear it? That's always the $1,000,000 question, right? When it comes to styling somebody as a professional stylist, people can always, they can go on a trip and get and buy a great pair of boots. But then how do you put it together in the wardrobe so that it feels right, so that it feels aligned with your style? That's the key. That is the thing that I help my clients do. So we're going to talk all about how to do that with Western wear. And the first thing I'm going to talk about, number one thing you can use to really interject that kind of country cowboy feel in your wardrobe, are cowboy boots. And again, I'm going to say right now, there's so many different great cowboy boots on the market. I wear my cowboy boots with dresses, mini skirts, long dresses, short dresses, jeans. They are literally become my go-to item, because the other thing is, I can put my cowboy boots with a little black dress and I've instantly got like a statement outfit. I feel like they make a big statement. I feel like they make a big statement, but still are understated. So they're just so wonderful in that way. And they're comfortable. It's comfortable to wear cowboy boots instead of, be walking all around town with heels. So that is another really good plus to owning a pair of cowboy boots that can put that Western flair into your wardrobe. People ask me all the time, so what should I invest in? Which cowboy boot should I invest in? And my answer to that is invest in a boot that you actually love the way it looks. If like the design, the color, it's always nice to have a black or brown pair because those are pretty basic and you can wear them with just about anything. But hey, if you want one that has complete embroidery all over it and that means something to you, then that's your signature and you should definitely invest in the one that you love. So that's cowboy boots. So another way to interject Western wear into your wardrobe and to really give it like that kind of Western vibe or flair is with accessories. And when I say accessories, I mean like there's so many different kinds of accessories. For instance, necklaces. I mean, I'm wearing a horn here. I mean, the horn is really pretty goes back to I want to say like, the ancient Egyptians and some of the older cultures used to wear horn as a symbol of good luck and protection. But there's a way to wear it for the Western with the Western flair because obviously, it's kind of like a ranch kind of has a ranch vibe. So the horn is always a great thing to wear to kind of give a little bit of that Western flair. Earrings that sort of have a little bit more of a hammered kind of belt buckle feel. I wear these all the time and it feels very Western to me, even though it's not really considered Western. And and I wanted to just say that a belt can be a great way to interject Western. Oh, okay. So we are up with our slides right now, and we'll go back to that slide, the first slide. And this is kind of a good example of a great Western boot. Now, like I said, they come in all different types and iterations, right? So in this slide, you see it's more of a booty style, but it's definitely a Western vibe. And you see her wearing it with a little crop pair of jeans or pants. And you can buy them in the short version or a long version. I even have an over the knee version, which is totally not really an actual authentic Western boot look, but it definitely has the vibe and it definitely looks fantastic. It's just a little bit more fashiony than it is really authentic Western. But that's kind of the cool thing, though, to have things that are a little bit Western, but a little bit fashiony. Can be it did just have like that Western touch, can be very cool and very stylish. So the next slide, when it comes to like accessorizing, right? Or the hardware that you see in Western items, like you see this hardware right here, the heart with the fringe off of it, probably attached to a bag or a jacket. That is very Western. That's another way you can interject Western wear in your wardrobe. But also think about this kind of hardware on different items, like I said, like on your jackets, on your handbags, but also like in your earrings. Like I was saying earlier, this earring, it's a heart shape and it's like hammered. And so it has sort of that Western vibe without really actually being Western because they're like made in Italy, but they have that vibe. Or for instance, I have here a belt that is really cool. So these kind of quirky little belts that have the belt buckles that are very Western like, and this one's kind of a cool belt. It has like it has a double buckle, and so it's really fun to wear. But there's all sorts of Western belts out there. Again, accessories galore with like a little cuff that has some of these natural stones. That's super Western. And just wearing it, you could wear just that item and get a Western vibe without being head to toe Western. You don't have to be head to toe Western to really give that vibe. Okay, the next thing is plaid. And plaid is sort of probably the easiest way to wear Western attire, right? I mean, plaid by itself is not necessarily perceived as Western, but it definitely has its foundation there. So wearing a plaid shirt, collared shirt with a great belt can really give you that sort of elevated Western vibe. And tucking it in, of course, is ideal, like a legit cowgirl. Okay, the next one is leather. So, leather is really kind of fun. It's super in right now, very much on trend. We're seeing head to toe leather looks, but in order to wear it sort of more of the Western with a Western flair, it's like wearing it in these like skinny pants and then belting it with a Western belt or putting on a pair of Western boots can be really, really stylish, really fun, and definitely give you that Western vibe. I mean, you can see this picture. She's got the hat going too. So you can layer on all the pieces depending on how Western you want to go. Okay, well, the next thing is jackets. And jackets, again, when it comes to Western wear, come in different iterations, right? You can get the leather jacket with a fringe, you can get the suede with some of the hardware, you can get like a black rugged jacket. You can even do like a tribal print jacket, as you see in this picture right here. And this picture also, I'm going to add, she's wearing a bunch of things that give you Western feels here. And that is like all the jewelry, the beaded jewelry, right? The silver beaded jewelry. That's very Westerny. And then she's got the tribal jacket. And that, even though that's not really cowboy, it does give you sort of that Western vibe. And she also has the hat. So she's kind of layered it all on there and it looks fantastic. All right, next, I'm just going to talk specifically about fringes because fringes, again, will come on all different kinds of clothing and accessories. So, for instance, on this one right here, on this bag, you got like a little bit of the fringe, and you actually have the calf skin, which is kind of like it's like hair, um, but it is definitely very kind of, cowboy vibe, and you'd see fringes. I mean, I have a fringe sweater. I have a sweater that you put on, and it just has all fringes. It has a little bit of a Western vibe. The fringe on jackets can be really fun, and on a lot of fringe on bags, but even like skirts. Skirts can have a lot of fringe on them and really give you a great Western feel. In fact, a fringe skirt paired with a cowboy boot and a cowgirl and a cowboy hat, and you're all set for a really great look. We talked a little bit about belts when we were talking about accessories, but I want to just point out that there's so many different kinds of belts. You can do belts that have, like I said, just kind of these unique little, features. And here you have a picture of a very traditional Western belt with the silver buckle and then the croc sort of textured um, leather. But what I love about this image right here is that she's wearing this dress. It's a maxi dress, probably. And she has her belt, her Western belt, and her Western hat. And so she's taken a dress like this and really given it a Western flair, which can be so fun, right? If you wore this dress without the belt and without the hat, it's a totally different look. But then you put the belt on it, and then you put the hat, and then possibly even a pair of cowboy boots, and you've got a great stylish look. So, cowboy attire for me is just sort of that, all American cultural thing that that you can own and really kind of adapt it to your very own signature style. So that's what I love about it so much. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is jeans. I mean, as a culture that really loves jeans so much, we own so many. Actually, the average person in America owns 7 pairs of jeans. That's kind of a statistic I just learned about, and I mean, I guess that makes sense that we have a pair of jeans for every day of the week. But when it comes to the cowboy look, right? Jeans are like standard. That's a foundational piece, and they are really, really cool when they're boot cut, and you can wear like a great either Western booty with them or a Western boot with them, and they look so fantastic. And we actually have a slide of a boot cut pair of pants here where I just wanted to show you, you can wear something like that and throw on Western boots, and you'd have a great, elegant, sophisticated Western vibe boot. It's like, look, it is so, so cool. So, consider having, a couple pairs of jeans that you could wear with your boots or like belt with your cowboy belt and see how that looks and see how you feel in it. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk about the tribal prints. And again, we I touched on this a little bit earlier. Tribal prints aren't necessarily cowboy necessarily, but they do give you sort of that Western feel, and they're a great thing to use in like a jacket to layer on to like on a shirt and a pair of jeans, or like to have this big kind of luxurious knit sweater with fringe maybe that you can wrap around and tie. Just gives you a great Western feel, and really popular in sweaters particularly. So think about that next time you're trying to kind of sport like a cowboy or cowgirl look, and think about how you might maybe want to make a statement in your outfit by just having that one piece that goes over everything and gives you a great look. Okay, so the last item on my list of 10 items that could help you have a great Western vibe look and wear Western wear in a very stylish, easy way is, of course, the Western hat. So the cowboy hat, right? Now, this is not a traditional cowboy hat that I'm wearing, but it definitely has that feeling. And I really love having Western wear that isn't really necessarily like authentic Western, but kind of is a tribute to Western. So even though this is not really a cowboy hat per se, it does have the shape of a cowboy hat. It's made of felt, and it gives enough cowboy vibes for me to be satisfied with it. So, but of course, there's nothing that says you can't really invest in a legit cowgirl hat and wear that as your piece. For me, this is what I would love. This is what I love to wear as my cowboy hat. So you can see there's a lot of ways that you can put give your outfit a Western feel, a Western wear feel. Now, you could do just one of these things, like all you could just wear the accessories, you could just wear the belt, you could just wear the boots, you could just wear a hat, or you could just layer all these things together. You could wear the hat with the boots, with the belt and the jeans, and you've got the more you layer some of these pieces, the more of a Western look you'll have. But if you just wanted to do a little splash of Western, then maybe just put an accessory on that has a little Western flair, or put on, a great pair of boots with your dress, your basic dress, and see what that does and how that transforms your style. It really does. I don't know. When I wear Western wear, I feel kind of like powerful. I feel like I feel so confident. I love my boots. When I wear my boots, I feel so confident, so stylish. I just really, really enjoy splashing in that Western wear and making it part of my street style and my everyday style. And just remember, right now, Western wear is really, really on trend. And you'll see from the models to the actresses to really all the celebrities are really putting together these sort of Western looks in their attire. I mean, some people are even wearing it with their athleisure. They're wearing their Western boots. So really, it is something that's really popular, and it's something for you to consider as adding to your wardrobe. Now, I'm going to say, if there's one thing you could add to your wardrobe to have that little Western flair, I would say invest in a great pair of cowboy boots, because those are the easiest to wear. They go with a lot of different lengths of skirts and dresses, and they're kind of fun. And they can be very stylish and very signature like if you find a pair that you love that's unique. So if you're going to invest in any one thing that's Western, pick the boots. Okay, so I'm just going to round out our Waist Up Wardrobe weekly summary of everything that we talked about here today. And that is that there are some top 10 things that you should consider using to interject that Western feel in your wardrobe. One is the pair of Western boots, a Western hat perhaps, or some Western accessories, or a belt, or maybe even just wear a great plaid top tucked into your jeans. Leather is something to consider, whether it's a leather jacket with fringe or a leather pair of pants. It gives you that Western vibe. Fringe is a big deal. So get your fringe on bags or on jackets and really sport that fringe. Now we're seeing fringe on dresses, and just such a great look. And the boot cut leg for jeans can be really easy to wear with boots. So that's kind of the idea. But any pair of jeans is always has sort of that Western wear feel. Think about tribal prints on jackets or knit jackets that you can put on and wrap around in a luxurious way over your jeans and just basic shirt to give you a little bit of that vibe. And of course, Cowboy hats. If I didn't mention that already, that's also a really good way to interject Western wear into your wardrobe. Okay, with the hashtag Western and Shine, let's get on a call and let me help you figure out how you're going to interject in your very own wardrobe, in your signature wardrobe, a little bit of Western so you can get those Western vibes and really put it up as part of your street style if you wanted to, right? So if you put the hashtag Western and Shine, we'll get on a 15-minute call and I'll show you all the different ways you can do that, given your very own style. Um, and give you a little bit of some more tips and maybe some tools of where to find the pieces that you might be interested in. So, main takeaway here is go ahead and play with some of the Western wear because it's fun and it's easy. And if you're going to invest in one thing, make it the boots because the boots are a great statement piece and they can go with everything. One of the tips I always say is, some people are like, well, I'm not Western at all and I don't really want to do that. And that's fine. The main tip here is if this aligns with your style and you have a desire to interject it a little bit, then use this episode as a tool to see where and how you can do that with ease and then with a way that aligns with your very own style. And finally, action item, go to your closet right now. Check out what you have that has a Western vibe and pull it out and start putting it into action. So that concludes our Waist Up Wardrobe episode today, episode 117, where we brought you all the ways you can interject Western, channel that cowgirl part of you into your wardrobe. And as you know, we are here every Thursday at 11:30 live, bringing you a fresh new show. And we'd love for you to come here again and bring a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Speedy recap?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You're ready. Yep. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay.
Okay.
I have to admit, I love channeling my inner cowgirl from time to time by wearing Western wear and splashing it into my wardrobe. So, how do you do that with ease so that you can do it and feel great in it and feel super stylish, putting in some Western wear into your very own wardrobe?
Yep. That's good.
Okay. In episode 117 of Waist Up Wardrobe, how to wear Western wear. I'm going to start over again. In episode 117 of Waist Up Wardrobe, how to wear Western in. Where Western in the most stylish? Okay. In episode 1. In episode 117 of Waist Up Wardrobe, how to wear Western in the most stylish of ways, I discuss the top 10 ways to wear Western and interject it and inject it into your wardrobe so that you feel great and you can do it with ease. And the Waist Up Wardrobe weekly wrap up, in a nutshell, boiled down to this. The main takeaway is it's nice to interject some of this Western wear because it gives that vibe of that you're current and cool. And if there's anything that you want to experiment with when it comes to Western wear, just pick one thing to do that with. The one tip I'm going to give you is if you don't know what to pick cowboy boots because cowboy boots are the easiest way to interject Western wear into your wardrobe and they go with everything. So, a really good tool for you is this episode. I list 10 ways and 10 items that would really work to make you feel a little bit cowgirl in your wardrobe. So, go listen to the episode and use that as a checklist. And finally, action item, go to your closet. See what you already have that screams a little bit Western, a little bit of cowgirl, and start putting it into your wardrobe and into your outfits and see how you feel. Because wearing some Western wear in your wardrobe can be very stylish, easy, fun, and sexy too.
All right.
Is that
Very
good?
good. Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Why are you laughing? What?
That was good.
Yeah, it was good. When I'm doing these episodes and it's just me, I feel as though it's kind of monotone. So I always have to like inflect my voice to
Hmm.
do you feel that way at all? Because I mean,
No, it doesn't sound like it.
oh, good, okay. Because I'm trying to like inflect
Yeah.
to be like more excited and exciting, so people don't go, like I don't know. I just want it's easier when you have a guest because like there's this give and take in the dialogue, and it's
Yeah.
there's these turns and twists. But should we cut the feed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.